Bundle straps used in psychiatric hospitals are medically known as restraint straps, restraint belts, restraints, or protective restraints. These devices are part of the medical procedure and are intended to protect the safety of the patient, other patients or medical staff, and are not a means of punishment. Purpose of use: restraint belts are mainly used in the following cases: prevention of self-injury or wounding, when the patient has a serious tendency to violence or is at risk of suicide; preventing vandalism, avoiding significant damage to the surrounding environment by the patient; maintenance of treatment procedures, to prevent the patient from interfering with or disrupting the treatment plan, such as the removal of an intravenous line or other vital medical device; behavioral therapy, in specific cases, as part of behavioral therapy to reduce risky behavior. Type: restraints come in many forms and a suitable type will be chosen depending on the patient's condition. Limbs: restraint belts, used to fix parts such as wrists, ankles, knees, etc. to fix the limbs on the bed. Waist 2. Belly restraint belt. Vest type restraint, used to fix the body torso, limiting the patient to get up or move substantially, while ensuring adequate breathing space. Restraint clothing, a special type of clothing that binds both arms but may not affect leg movements. Glove restraint, wrap your hands to prevent scratching or extubation. Use: norms and principles in formal healthcare settings. The use of restraint bands is strictly regulated and supervised by medical order. Execution must be evaluated by a doctor and a medical order must be issued before use. Regular assessment and observation. Medical staff are required to release the restraint at regular intervals, e.g. every 2 hours. Check the patient's skin condition, blood circulation and limb mobility, and provide necessary physical needs and psychological support. Precautions: restraint straps should be firm but not too tight to avoid affecting blood circulation or causing skin damage. Principle of minimum time: use only when necessary and should be stopped as soon as the condition stabilizes or the danger is removed. Legal regulations: many regions, such as Taiwan, have special laws and regulations, such as the measures for the implementation of restraint or restriction of freedom of movement for people with mental illness, to regulate their implementation procedures to protect the rights and interests of patients. Importantly, restraint bands are used for protection, not punishment, and require careful handling by professional healthcare workers.
精神病院使用的捆綁帶在醫療上稱為約束帶 （restraint belts, restraints） 或保護性約束裝置。這些裝置是醫療程序的一部分，目的在於保護病患本人、其他病患或醫護人員的安全，並非懲罰手段。使用目的約束帶主要用於以下情況：預防自傷或傷人，當病人出現嚴重的暴力傾向或有自殺風險時；防止破壞行為，避免病人對周圍環境造成重大破壞；維持治療程序，防止病人干擾或破壞治療計劃，例如拔除靜脈輸液管路或其他重要醫療裝置。行為治療，在特定情況下，作為減少危險行為的行為治療一部分。類型約束裝置有多種形式，會根據病人的情況選擇合適的類型。肢體約束帶用於固定手腕、腳踝、膝蓋等部位，將四肢固定於床上。腰腹約束帶背心式約束，用於固定身體軀幹，限制病人起身或大幅度移動，同時確保有足夠的呼吸空間。約束衣，一種特殊的衣物，可以束縛雙臂，但可能不影響腿部行動。手套約束法，將手部包裹起來，防止抓傷或拔管。使用規範與原則，在正規醫療機構中，使用約束帶受到嚴格的規範和監督。醫囑執行，必須由醫生評估並開立醫囑後才能使用。定期評估與觀察，醫護人員需每隔一段時間，例如每2小時解開約束，檢查病人的皮膚狀況、血液循環和肢體活動度，並提供必要的生理需求和心理支持。注意事項：約束帶應牢固但不能過緊，以避免影響血液循環或造成皮膚損傷。最短時間原則：只有在必要時才使用，一旦病情穩定或危險解除，應立即停止使用。法律規範： 許多地區例如台灣有專門的法律法規，如執行精神疾病病人拘束身體或限制行動自由處置辦法來規範其執行程序，以保障病人權益。重要的是，約束帶的使用是為了保護，而非懲罰，並且需要專業醫護人員謹慎操作。